Let's get into some of these matchups. I know we've kind of touched base on some of it. A lot of the haters at home that were chirping at you for your predictions in these,
including you, Mo,
including me,
you started it,
are quiet.
Yep.
Because you have done. I wish I put money on some of these picks because you have done a really good job.
Don't you forget.
Yeah.
Don't you forget, okay? I silence a lot of people when the big games come around.
That's right.
Okay? Don't forget that. Bigger the game.
Right. When the money's on the line.
That's it.
Don't
forget that. It's playoff time.
Well, let's jump right into it. Your brother's old team, the Golden Knights, against his new team, the Chicago Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Man, those Knights have looked good.
Yeah, they have. And the series isn't over yet. But, you know, seeing Chicago now win 3 in a row, that's going to be tough to do.
Oh, yeah. From now on, yeah, I agree with you. Them pulling off 3 in a row moving forward. Do they have that in them?
Listen, I think anything is possible.
Right.
I just think that Vegas has got too much depth in their players. I remember I was watching a few games ago. I think it was game 3 it was. And you could just see, it was either game 2 or 3. I'm not 100% sure. But you could just see that they had that bounce in their step that they had,
right,
you know, a year ago.
It's a swag.
Like that swag, that confidence back now. Like, oh, no, we're still that team.
Right.
We're still that team. And they're showing it again.
Colorado versus the Phoenix Coyotes. God, does Colorado look good?
Well, I told you. I said it's St. Louis, Colorado. Here's the only thing that I'm going to say, okay? I'd pick St. Louis to win the Cup. I'm still going with St. Louis. It wouldn't surprise me if Colorado won the Cup either.
That was like your number 2 team.
I said that.
Possible team.
You can look back and say it. I will say this. Colorado obviously is playing a team that they're, Phoenix is a good team.
Yeah.
Colorado is just a deeper team, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not that they're just deeper. They've been a team that have gone through ups and downs. They've lost. They've come back. They're ready to make that jump. I think that Phoenix is still building that team. That's from my eyes.
Kemper's played great, but it's almost
great.
You can't, once the dam's broken, you can't really stop it. And these guys are just pouring it on.
Dude, you got this guy galloping through the neutral zone like he's he's the Kentucky Derby. You got McKinnon. I mean, I'm not trying to foreshadow anything, but I think we all see Colorado moving on.
Yeah.
I think we see that in that series. And I think Phoenix has played very, very well. They have nothing to hold their head down about. They've played very well. It's just tough with a team that's got that much depth, that has that much to prove. They're just rolling right now, and it's tough to stop. But I think it's going to come down to St. Louis or Colorado, one of these two teams.
Okay.
And you can throw Dallas in the mix. I said that too. But I'm going St. Louis. St. Louis is in one right now with Vancouver.
Oh, yeah. That seems to be like a brawl. I tuned in last night, and it was just hit after hit after hit.
I saw a comment on either my YouTube channel or something, and someone said, okay, PK, keep sleeping on Vancouver. Someone said that. I'm not. Someone called me out on that, and I said, you know what? Whoever said that's right, because listen to me. I did not see the fight that I'm like Vancouver right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a gritty. It seems like
the respect.
They have a gritty team.
Listen to me.
They're not backing down. They're not afraid of St. Louis.
They're going after them.
Oh, yeah.
They're going after them, and I love it. But I'm going to tell you this. If St. Louis gets out of that series, who knows what St. Louis looks like after this series?
Yeah.
But my guess is that this is like a refresher for them. That we have to play above the rim. If we're going to repeat, we got to play above the rim. I think Colorado's playing against a team right now that isn't going to challenge them the way that St. Louis is, and it doesn't matter. They can't do anything about it. All they can do is put 7 on the scoreboard and keep on moving. But I just think that St. Louis is battle tested right now. This series is either going to end their season or elevate their season back to where it needs to be for them to win a series.
Well, another team that's going through that right now, who kind of got punched in the mouth right to start it off, is the Dallas Stars.
Yep.
Right? Who have now woken up and are rolling now. Yes.
Yep. They're rolling.
So it'll be interesting to see if they had the same sort of wake-up call that St. Louis had. And now how did they respond? Series tied at 2-2. Now it's just a best of three, right?
Listen to me. I think the deeper the series goes, the more it plays into Dallas's favor.
Yeah.
That's just my, I look at their experience. You get Joe Pavelski, Corey Perry, these guys getting pucks deep, cycling on you, grinding it, making it tough on you. Good luck.
Another series, the Flyers versus the Canadiens. Montreal, right? Carey Price threw a shutout.
Yeah.
If he could do it again.
Well, we're doing this right now. I think the score, what is it? 1-0 Philly?
It is, 1-0 second period.
Yeah, 1-0 in the second period.
Got it.
Philly coming out with a good start again. Philly knows this is a huge game.
Yeah.
This is the game of the series because you got to put Montreal, in a place where they have to come back and win 3 in a row.
Right.
And I think if Montreal ties this series up, it's anybody's ball game. I think that if Montreal wins this game, the momentum swings in their favor a little bit. I think they put that pressure on Philly. Philly right now being up 2-1, they're playing loose. They got to come out. They got to, this is where they have to show that they're the better team, in my opinion.
Well, you called it. So, but Montreal is your Bazinga bonus. So you're in a win-win either way, however the series plays out. Tampa Bay Lightning, Columbus Blue Jackets seems to be playing out exactly how you called it.
Well, listen, I don't count Columbus out until they're done. I don't count that team out.
Really?
I don't.
Have you ever come back 3-1 in a series?
I think when I got called up to play in Montreal, I believe they were down 3-1.
Really?
And I got called up. It was in Montreal for game 6. I think they might have been down 3-1. So I wasn't there the whole series. Right. I got called up for game 6 and game 7, but that would have been the closest that I was to it.
What's the mindset going into a 3-1? Is it one game at a time?
Well, this is why I don't count out Columbus, because it doesn't matter if they're down 3-1 or if they're up 3-1. Tortorella, they are playing the same game. Like he's not accepting anything. Like it's not even an option. So I think for this team, and I think Tampa knows it. Tampa knows it as well. So Tampa's going to come ready to try to close it out. But I can tell you this: Columbus wins the next game. They make it 3-2. They get that boost of energy again. They need some bounces though. They need a couple bounces.
Let's get into this next game. I don't think a lot of people saw this coming. You made the call on it for all those haters, including myself. The Washington Capitals are just they just haven't turned it on versus the Islanders. And I don't want to blame it on the Capitals. The Islanders are taking it to them. They're up 3-0 with an opportunity to just sweep this series. What's going on here?
Well, first of all, Washington Capitals are a great team.
Great team.
Fantastic
team.
Great leadership, great team. It's just, I think that the Islanders right now, let's look at the New York Islanders and where they're at right now as a team. They probably arguably had the worst last 2 months of the season out of any other team in the NHL, right? They were embarrassed. The pandemic and that break might have served them better than any other team just to get away from the rink and reset. They couldn't get out of that funk. But you have to look at this. You got to give credit where credit's due. Lou Lamoriello brings in Andy Green, who was a captain in the New Jersey Devil, journeyman, meat and potatoes guy, block shots, one of the best guys in the locker room, leader. Like, you add that to your locker room. Then you go out and get Pajot, who's meat and potatoes guy, all these guys fit perfectly in, but what they bring is leadership and experience. And in my opinion, when you got Barzal and Bolivier and these guys that are like young players that are ready to make that jump, you see Barzal come and score the big goal. They got everyone involved.
Yeah.
And the way they've built that team and the success is team. right? You had Tavares transition out. Everybody was counting this team out. They came together as a team. And then you bring in veteran players with experience that can complement that. I think you're seeing it all come together for that team. You can't point the finger at one thing or the other. And listen, the icing on the cake at the end of the day, it's the players that go out and do the job. But you got to give Barry Trotz credit for putting that team together and allowing them to come together as a team and play the way that they're playing. And ultimately, I said it at the start. If the New York Islanders come out and play like they're capable of playing, like they played at the start of the season, they're a tough team to beat. They skate, they got skill, they got poise, they got experience on the back end. Their defense are mobile, they can move, they got guys that can shoot the puck, they have goaltending, they have forwards that play the right way. Barzal, you have top 3 best puck control guys in the league. It's a puck control game, so you're going to have possession now. They have all the right pieces to do it.
And let's wrap it up with Boston versus Carolina. Boston obviously takes a pivotal game 4 here. What are your thoughts here? Look, Carolina was my team coming into this. They look great. Maybe the Rangers just weren't as great as I thought they were, and they bulldozed a mediocre team, but they seem to be having some trouble right now with Boston. Can they turn this around and make it a series?
Oh, there's no question. The way Carolina plays, the way they play, they're a smart team. They check the right way. They take care of the puck. You got to give credit to Boston, though.
Yeah.
Boston sort of is in the same boat as Dallas. And I picked Carolina because, listen, once again, young team. I like their young players. Justin Williams, Mr. Game 7, going up against Boston, underdog team. But give credit to the Bruins. They had I'm seeing that other, maybe I forgot, but there's another level to their game that came. And when they turned it on, it was clockwork. It was just like click, 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 shift after shift after shift. They just roll, they roll, they roll. And I think, they reminded everybody in the NHL that they're still, the top team, if not the top team in the East.